What is good, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and this time I want to talk about some very important things that Elon Musk said about AI and robots for Tesla. I'm also going to talk about Tesla stock and a couple of tickers and break down some very important things. Let me first mention that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And then don't forget about the Weeble link. The offer ends at the end of June. Deposit $500 and you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. Anyways, Tesla's once again in a little uptrend right here, finding this resistance around this 187 range, holding up very, very well. But for the long term, we do have some very, very bullish catalysts coming out. I just want to mention that Elon Musk is saying and he's working on a very epic master plan for, and we're supposed to be expecting plenty of robots. So there's going to be a lot of plan right there. He said that this is going to be key for generating trillions in shareholder value from not only all electric cars, but also from robots, robo taxis, and AI computing. So that's very, very bullish news for the long term of the company. As we're starting to see AI being implemented and robotics, Musk also says that we're expecting to have 20 billion humanoid robots very, very soon. So, how long could this take? I'm not sure, guys. It may take many decades to get here. Could even take 1 decade. Who knows? But the bottom line is, Musk is saying we're going to have 20 billion of these humanoid robots. They're going to be more than how many people there are. They're going to be multiple robots for every single person, if you were to look at it that way. So he thinks that, excuse me, Tesla is going to be producing millions of the humanoid robots, and potentially even billions of them. He also mentioned that if Tesla were to have a market share of about, let's just say 10% of that, that's over 2 billion robots produced by Tesla alone. And that's going to be a massive, massive fleet. And Musk believes that that's going to be the future. Musk also calculated that if every single one of these robots was sold for about $20,000 USD, it's going to generate, hundreds of billions, if not trillions, in revenue for Tesla over time. And we're very excited to see what else ends up coming from this. So very, very awesome news for Tesla. This is something that Musk is talking about for the long-term future, and they're continuing to develop these humanoid robots on a daily basis. So very, very awesome stuff. Do I think that this is going to affect Tesla for the more short term? To some extent, when we have the robotaxi event and Musk unveiling master plan 4, yes, I think it could affect Tesla to some extent. But for this week alone, not necessarily. I think that there's going to be a lot of excitement for the long-term future of this company, and I can't wait to see what Musk ends up announcing. Elon Musk also says that, even though the future is hard to believe, he is known for being an optimist, and he does tend to not be the most accurate with dates. So we're not really focused on dates here, but what is the potential to come out? Because you have to remember that the humanoid robots are very bullish for Tesla because Tesla is producing a product that has human capabilities. They could think for themselves, they could do things themselves, they could do all sorts of things. So that's very bullish. And we also have the Robotaxi event in less than 2 months from now, about a month and a half, and that's also going to be very huge. We have so much going on for Tesla, so I can't wait to see what the future holds. And Tesla's also holding up very, very well so far. This gives it a lot more upside potential. We have some short-term bullish catalyst that came out, and that's the fact that Mercedes is now added to the brands that are going to be getting the supercharger access. This is absolutely incredible news. They're going to have access to basically adopting the NACS charger. That's the one that Tesla is implementing. And the reason why this is great is because this gives Tesla more revenue and more control over this charging network. So awesome news for 2024 and 2025. All these brands from GM to Ford and Rivian and the others are now once again going to be incorporating Tesla's chargers. And now Mercedes has joined everything else. So very, very soon. I can't wait to see what else comes from that. There's also some news coming out that Tesla may be in talks to use Michelin's airless tires. That could be very awesome too. We'll see what ends up happening with this. There's nothing confirmed yet. There's just some rumors about this. So it could be very, very interesting to see what this leads to. This could also help to once again reduce lots of tire scraps and do a lot of other things like that. So this could be more efficient for Tesla if they do end up incorporating these, but we have to see what ends up happening. One of the downsides that they do tend to say is that they could be a little bit heavier, especially for Teslas. That could be a little bit negative for torque and also faster acceleration, excuse me. And also, it could also accelerate tire wear. So there is some talk about that. Honestly, guys, we'll see what Tesla ends up doing. Will they incorporate these or not? I mean, I don't know for sure, but the best thing to do is just be patient and give this the time it needs. Now, despite the negative news I talked about in the morning, Tesla's holding up very well. Our resistance currently is going to be around this 188 area. You guys can see how Tesla's getting very close to this zone. And we have support now. Well, we have some support at 187. That was also acting as resistance. Then we have 185 below that and 183. Overall, we're stuck within this range from the last 2 weeks. It's been back and forth price action between these levels, but Tesla's building some strength right now, trying to get closer to 188, and overall it's looking a lot better. When I hide my indicators and kind of like zoom out like this, you will notice that right here, we have a very, very nice looking inverse head and shoulders. So right, just like this. And we are looking bullish as a result of this. So the left shoulder right here, and then we also have this right shoulder. This looks like it could break out as we approach the deliveries date. So I can't wait to see what Tesla ends up announcing for that. For other things about the markets, we have Nvidia. Nvidia is trying to push. It actually pushed, dipped a bit. Now it's trying to push again. But we have the 126 resistance at our 20 EMA. We will see if Nvidia breaks this or not. If we break this, we're looking for 130. If we lose this, we're going to be rejecting. So watch for that. For SPY, we're trying to rebound it, but we're actually breaking past this resistance I had right over here. I mean, you could say it's trying to break past it. Actually, we have to wait for close just for confirmation, but it's fighting this resistance. So I want to correct myself. It's fighting the resistance, hasn't officially broken it yet. So we'll see if SPY gets a rejection or not. As of right now, it's building some strength. It could go a little bit higher. It's even possible we try to fill this imbalance, go all the way up to about 546 if we continue to break past 545. So it depends on if we could try to close above this resistance or not. If we get a big rejection by the end of the day, then we could continue to fall back down to 543. So I'm going to be very patient. I am seeing some life in this. I am seeing some bullish signals. So I'm going to give this some time, and that's going to help determine where this is about to go. But with declining volume, SPY is still holding up well. We're fighting resistance at 544.5, and let's just wait for close. Do we close above this trend line or not? If we do break it, we could push even more. For the QQQ, we're pushing up nicely. We're actually trying to fight this resistance as well. If we manage to close above 479, then we could be pushing even higher. I'll be looking for 481 plus to 482. If we end up losing that support, we'll be dipping back down towards 478. Overall, the QQQ is looking a little bit more bullish, like it wants to break out and start pushing higher. But just be careful, guys, because this will depend on data and how we end up closing for today. Apple is still not ready for an official breakout. We're kind of shuffling right here between 212 and 210 is resistance and also the support at the 50 EMA. So we haven't broken past 212. If we break that, we're going to push higher. If we fail, we're going to reject. So give this some time and we'll have to see how it goes. Supermicro also has a head and shoulders like structure. Yes, we pushed up to the 50 EMA. We're kind of struggling here at 860. We also have 870 as resistance, so this entire 860 to 870 zone. So we're coming just short. We'll have to see if Supermicro rejects or not. If we get this rejection, the head and shoulders could play out, but there could be a lot more downside coming. For Coinbase, we might attempt to fill this gap now. If we could close above 220, I'll be looking for 225 tomorrow and maybe a rejection, but I do see more upside potential. Amazon could be dipping back down towards 187. If we lose that, look at 186, 186.2. I do see this coming down to about 186.2 and then maybe continuing to shuffle. Meta showing live trying to break out. We're going to be looking for 510. If that breaks, we'll be going up to about 515. Overall, it's looking more bullish for now. Microsoft is trying to push it for 450.5. If we break this, look at 452. It's looking a little bit more bullish still. It's still trying to push a little higher. We'll see how it ends up reacting to 452, so just be careful. And now we have Google continuing to hold up. We called out 185 in the morning. That's what we're doing. Whereas the rest of the memes are just trading sideways. So the market's in a critical place. SPY is finding some tough resistance. Tesla's showing some life, trying to get up to 188. If we break that, I'll be looking for higher levels like 190 plus. I think Tesla could try to push a bit higher, so we'll see how it goes. Overall, not bad for Tesla. Good news, at least for the long term, thanks to Elon Musk. Not to mention more good news for the short term, thanks to the Mercedes deal and potentially even new deals with Michelin. So we'll see how things go. Looking pretty good for Tesla. And once again, we'll remain optimistic and keep our heads up as things progress. All right. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.